Does your dog stare at you like you're the most fascinating creature on earth? Or follow you so closely you almost trip over them every 5 seconds? Well, there's a good reason for that. They have a whole secret playbook of behaviors they reserve only for their absolute favorite human. And in this video, we're going to flip through it. Stick around because the end of the book is where it gets extra spicy. I might have lost control of this metaphor. That's when I'll reveal the sneaky little signs that prove you're definitely their number one. Here's a hint. It's not just about how excited they get when you grab the leash. Let's go. Number 1, they know your name. Dogs know their name. If you're training them well, which of course you have because I know you guys and you're all great pet parents, your dog will not just know their name, but respond to it. We all know that. But what you might not know is that if you are truly their most favorite person, they will also know your name. I mean, sort of. If they hear it enough, because they hear other people in the house saying it, for example, they will notice that it gets a reaction out of you. So they will come to know your name, not necessarily because they get that it is your name, but because they know it is a word that gets a reaction out of their most favorite person in the world. So that's meaningful to them. So in a weird sort of way, they know your name, but the reason why they know it is because they know it means something to you, and they care enough about you that they want to know everything they can that's meaningful to you. Number 2, they follow you absolutely everywhere. You're trying to go to the bathroom, they're right behind you. You're grabbing a snack from the fridge, they're supervising. You're just walking from one room to another for no reason at all? Yep, still there. You move across the country and leave them behind. Somehow, they're at your new home waiting for you like they've been there the whole time. You build a time machine, break the fabric of reality and travel to Norway in the year 1209 to attend the wedding of Princess Christina and Philip Simonsen. And somehow, your dog follows you there, smiling, wagging their tail. You may be able to run, but you can't hide. Your dog will be at your feet every single step of the way. Dogs are inherently pack animals. In their mind and heart, sticking close to you isn't just about curiosity. It's about love, loyalty, and a deep-seated need to make sure their favorite person is safe. Those guard dog instincts never really leave them, no matter how many centuries of domestication have turned them from wild animals into pets. And no matter how loving, cuddly, and goofy your doggo might be, if they feel you may be in danger, they are ready to defend you no matter what. We actually have a whole video about what can trigger this defensive mood in your dog coming soon, so make sure you subscribe so you can be notified when it lands. Or drops, whatever young people say now. So if you feel like you've got a 4-legged bodyguard on your hands, it's because you do. An adorable, sometimes inconvenient, very loyal bodyguard with a slobbery mouth and a heart of gold. Number 3, they bring you their treasures. But your dog isn't just like a bodyguard, they're also kinda like a pirate, because they simply love to find treasure. But the difference between a pirate and your dog is that while to a pirate treasure is gold, to your dog treasure is everything from toys to socks. Sometimes it's something you'd really rather not touch without gloves. Grossness aside, the gesture is pure love, and something they would only do to or for their favoritist of favorite people. Yes, favoritist is a real word. Don't Google it. When dogs bring you things, they're offering you the best of what they have. But they don't have gold or money. But what they do have is toys and socks and tennis balls that have been chewed beyond use, as well as the slightly horrifying dead things they find outside. But the less said about that, the better. When they bring you these trinkets, that may seem like junk to you. It's their way of saying, "You're important to me. Here's a gift. Please treasure this damn tennis ball as much as I do." And as far as I'm concerned, that's a better gift than all the money in the world. Number 4, they hold that soft, mushy eye contact. In the wild, a stare from a dog is a big deal, mainly because it means one of two things, and they are very different. On the one hand, it is a way of essentially threatening the person they're staring at, a way of proposing a tussle for dominance. Think of it as being like raising your fists like a boxer and saying, "Go on then, mate. Do you want something?" Sorry, I just had to quickly pivot back to what I said a moment ago about how a soggy tennis ball is a better gift than all the money in the world. I take that back. I was trying to be sweet, but if any of you want to give me money, please feel free. Anyway, back to the video. But if a dog truly deeply loves someone, a long stare directly in the eyes is special. It's magical even, because when your dog gazes at you with those loving eyes, oxytocin floods both your systems. In dog language, it's not just a case of "I see you," it's a case of "I really see you and I really love you." And honestly, you should probably stop whatever you're doing and have a full-on cuddle session immediately. It's science. Science, I tell you. It seems weird that a long stare can mean one of these two very different things, but essentially, it's because a stare down is how dogs initiate a challenge for dominance, sort of a declaration of war that their opponent can either rise up to or back away from. But the reason why, when it comes to you, it is a sign of love is because they know you are no threat. So they know they can gaze lovingly into your eyes without any fear of it being taken as a threat. It's a warm, squishy look that makes your heart melt into a puddle. If it doesn't, I dare say you have no heart at all. Number 5, they lean on you. Ever been standing still only for your dog to casually lean their entire body weight into you, like they're a drunk best friend at a concert? Yeah, that's not inebriation, or a struggle to handle the harsh pull of gravity. That is, as weird as it sounds, a way of expressing love. I mean, I say subtle, they're literally collapsing their whole body weight onto you, so it's not all that subtle. Dogs lean on people they trust the most, rather humorously. It's kind of a literal representation of the metaphorical idea of having someone you can lean on. But it's more than that. It's their subtle way of saying, "I feel safe when I'm with you." Also, "I'm too lazy to stand up properly." But mostly the first thing. But it's also kind of the dog equivalent of a hug. So much so, I've actually made a whole video about the dog habit of leaning on people, which you should totally check out once you're done with this video, if you want to learn more about it, because it certainly seems odd. But it's not as odd as you think. The next time your dog leans on you like a fuzzy paperweight, just know you're doing something very, very right. Number 6, they sleep near you. Dogs are picky about where they snooze. Of course they are. I mean, most living creatures, even you, assuming you're alive, are kind of picky about where they sleep. Because we all want to sleep somewhere that's both cozy and safe. Nobody wants to sleep on a mattress of razor blades in the middle of a wolf-infested forest. Well, no, that's not true. There's probably someone who does somewhere. But you know what I mean. It's not a common desire. That is why it is super duper extra special when your dog chooses not to sleep on the fancy dog bed you paid for, nor the luxurious couch, nor the random and soft pile of laundry in the corner, but in your bed with you. That's the biggest of big deals. Back when they were wild creatures, exploring the great outdoors in big packs, sleeping close to others was all about trust and safety. One dog sleeping on the ground alone in the wild is prone to attack. But if they are just as many doggos in a great big snuggly wuggly cuddle puddle, they are safe. Because there is safety in numbers. Yes, wuggly is a real word. Don't Google it. In the wild, sleeping close was about safety and trust. And even though your living room probably doesn't have wolves prowling around, hopefully, that instinct is still strongly baked into their DNA. To your dog, you're not just a cozy spot. You're home, even if you hog the covers. Bonus content time. How to know for sure you're their favorite. Now then, in the introduction, I promised to give you some extra special advice on how to be 10,000% sure that you are definitely your precious pooch's most favorite person. Yes, weefinitely is a real word. Don't Google it. If you're wondering whether you've officially made it to favorite human status, here's the secret checklist. Numero uno. They light up the second they see you. Numero, whatever the Spanish for two is. They check in with you even during super exciting activities. Numero tres? Is it tres? Whatever. They choose to be near you when they could be literally anywhere else. They've got a whole home to run around and explore, but no, they only want to be wherever you are. Exactly where you are, at all times, no matter what. It's not about how much you feed them, though that doesn't hurt. It's about how much you make them feel loved, safe, and seen. To your dog, you're not just the person who fills the food bowl. You're their best friend, their protector, their world, their superhero. Even if you occasionally dress them up in silly hats and snuggle them a touch too much. So the next time your dog follows you into the bathroom, brings you a slobbery sock, or gives you that heart-melting look, remember, in their eyes, you're basically the Beyoncé of their world. Though, like the fans of anyone, they might always turn on you. They might even bark on you. And this next video will explain what might cause that turn.